respected viewers. Please accept my humble obeisances of the Shishra Prabhupada. ¿Cómo estaba, Prabhu? Viewers.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Okay, now we can start.
Okay, so may I start the prayer too?
Yes, Prabhu. Can you read the Mangalam prayer?
Oui. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimihundasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshunamitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manubhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamiham Dajati Swapatandikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yatharpatakamanam Shri Gurum Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitamtam Sadivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijanam Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Badam Sahagana Lalita Shri Rakantam Sha Hare Krishna Karna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Kapikankanta Radhakanta Namostate Tapta Kanjana Gorange Radhi Vrindavaneshwari Vishnuvanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripi Panchakapa Purushasya Kripa Sindhu Vacha Patijanam Bhavani Vyo Vaishnavi Vyo Namo Namah Namo Om Vishnu Vadaya Krishna Vishtaya Bhutale Śrīmad Bhāgavatam Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prashayani Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Prashata Deshatayani Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudeva Gaura Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Thank you for the service.
Haribol. Thank you, Prabhu. Then these prayers also.
Hare Krishna. All right. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Cheva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Uthiraye Shrinvatam Swagata Krishnaha Punya Shavana Kirtanaha Hidyanta Stoya Bhadrani Ritu no Sudhit Satam Nasta Prayashu Abhadrishu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Utamasvoke Bhakti Bhagavati Naistaki.
Haribol. Then translation.
Wait. Before we sign the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, the bare means of conquest. Once, hold on, my screen is zoomed in. Okay, there. Before reciting the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, which is the very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances unto the personality of Godhead, Narayana, unto Narayana Rishi, the supreme human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author. Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the paramount super soul in everyone's heart, and the benefactor of truthful devotee. Excuse me. Cleanses the desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who has developed the urge to hear his message, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. By regular attendance in classes on Bhagavatam and by rendering service to a pure devotee, all that is troublesome to heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto a personality of Godhead whose praise with transcendental songs is established as an irrevocable fact. Chapter 14, the disappearance of Krishna. Text number 1. Sutta Uvacha Samprastinte Dwarakayam Krishno Bando Titikshaya Nyantum Cha Punya Slokasya Krishna Nasya Cha Vichistitam. Sri Sutta Uvacha said, Sri Sutta Goswami said, Sampratite, having gone to uh, Dwara, Dwarakayam, the city of Dwarka, Drishna, Arjuna, Bandhu, friends and relatives. There you go, much better. Yeah, friends and relatives. Didiksha and Saya for meeting them. Yantum to know. Ta also Punya Yogasya of one whose glories are sung by Vedic hymn, Krishnasya, of Krishna, Cha, and Vichistitam, further program to work. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace of H.R. Narvinda, Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Jai.
Sri Sutta Goswami said, Arjuna went to Dwarka to see Lord Sri Krishna and other friends, and also to learn from the Lord of his next activities. Report. As stated in the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord descended on the earth for protection of the faithful and annihilation of the impious. So after the battle of Kurukshetra, the establishment of Maharaj Yudhishthira, the mission of the Lord was complete. The Pandavas, especially Sri Arjuna, were internal companions of the Lord, and therefore Arjuna went to Dwarka to hear from the Lord of his next program of work. Text 2.
Hare Krishna, dear Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Krishna, glory to Srila Prabhupada.
Prabhupada Pram Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Prabhu, please do in this time only, like 7:15. It will be much better. Then like 8 becomes too much late.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yati Tati Chin Masas Tada Tatorjuna Tadarsha Gaura Rupani Nimitani Kurudvaha. Vyati Taha, after passing away, Kati Chit, a few, Masaha, months, Tada, at that time, Na Ayat, did not return, Tataha, from there, Arjuna, Dadarsha, observed, Gora, fearful, Rupani, appearances, Nimitani, various causes, Kurutatva, Maharaj Yudhishthira. Translation. A few months passed, and Arjuna did not return. Maharaj Yudhishthira began to observe some inauspicious omens, which were fearful in themselves. Purport. Lord Sri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is ad infinitum, more powerful than the most powerful sun of our experience. Millions and billions of suns are created by him, and annihilated by him within one breathing period. In the material world, the sun is considered to be the source of all productivity and material energy. And due to the sun only, we can have the necessities of life. Therefore, during the personal presence of the Lord on earth, all paraphernalia of our presence of our peace and prosperity, especially religion and knowledge, were in full display because of the Lord's because of the Lord's presence. Just as there is a full flood of light in the presence of the glowing sun, Maharaj Yudhisthira above observed some discrepancies in the kingdom, and therefore he became very anxious about Arjuna, who was long absent, and there was also no news about Dwarka's well-being. The disappearance of Lord Krishna, otherwise there would have been no possibility of fearful omens. Text number 3. Kalasya cha gatim raudram viparastatu dharminah papiyasvinenam vartam krodha lopanitatmanam kalasya of the eternal time. Ja also gatim direction. Raudram fearful. Viparyasta discrepancy. 2. But Dhamminaha specific function. Papi yasin sinful. Nirnam the human beings. Vartam means of living livelihood. Krodha anger. Lobha greed. Anita anrita falsehood. Atmanam of the people. Translation. He saw the directions of eternal time have changed. This was very fearful. There were disruptions in the seasonal regularities. The people in general had become very greedy, angry, and deceitful. And he saw that they were adopting foul means of livelihood. Report. When civilization is disconnected from the loving relationship of the supreme personality of Godhead, symptoms like changes of seasonal regulation, foul means of livelihood, greed, anger, fraudulence become rampant. The change of seasonal regulations refer to the atmosphere of one season becoming manifest in another season. For example, the rainy season becoming transferred to autumn, or the fruits and flowers of one season fructifying in another season. A godless man is invariably greedy, angry, and fraudulent. Such a man can earn his livelihood by any means, black or white. During the reign of Maharaj Yudhisthira, all the above symptoms were
Sorry to
constant.
interrupt, but
Excuse
can
me,
you like
hold on.
just little? Your voice is clear, but it's not that clear. Little, can you adjust?
This is better.
Yes,
Yes.
now it's very.
All right. A godless man is invariably greedy, angry, and fraudulent. Such a man can earn his livelihood by any means, black or white. During the reign of Maharaj Yudhisthira, all the above symptoms were conscious of by their absence. Sorry, conspicuous by their absence. But Maharaj Yudhisthira was astonished to experience even a slight change in the godly atmosphere in his kingdom. At once he suspected the disappearance of the Lord. Foul means of livelihood. If you can scroll down. Thank you. Foul means of livelihood implies deviation from one's occupational duty. There are prescribed duties for everyone, such as the Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishyas, and Sudras. But any one of them who deviates from the prescribed duty and declares another's duties to be his own is following a foul and improper duty. A man becomes too greedy for wealth and power when he has no higher objective in life and when he thinks that this earthly life of a few years is all in all. Ignorance is the cause of all anomalies in human society, and to remove this ignorance, especially in this age of degradation, the powerful sun is there to distribute light in the shape of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Text number 4. Chi ma prayam vyavahritam satya misram cha sauhritam pitri matri suhrit ma bratir drit dampantinam cha kalkanam chima prayam cheating vyavahritam all the ordinary transactions shataya satya duplicity mishram cha adulterated in and sauhritam regarding friendly well-wishers pitri father matri regarding the mother suhrit well-wishers partrit one's brothers dampatani nam regarding husband and wife cha also kalkanam mutual quarrel. Translation. Translation, please, Guru. Thank you. All ordinary transactions and dealings become polluted with cheating, even between friends. In the familiar affairs, there was always misunderstanding between fathers and mothers and sons, and between well-wishers and between brothers. Even between husband and wife, there was always strain and quarrel. Report. Conditioned living being is endowed with 4 principles of malpractice, namely errors, insanity, inability, and cheating. These are signs of imperfection, and out of the 4 propensities to cheat others is the most prominent. And this cheating practice is there in the conditioned souls because the conditioned souls are primarily in the material world imbued with an unnatural desire to lord it over the material world. A living being in his pure state is not conditioned by the laws because in his pure state, he is conscious that the living being is eternally subservient to the supreme being, and thus it is always good for him to remain subservient instead of falsely trying to lord it over the property of the supreme lord. In the conditioned state, the living being is not satisfied even if he actually becomes the lord of all that he surveys, which he never becomes, and therefore he becomes the victim of all kinds of cheating, even with his nearest and most intimate relation. In such an unsatisfactory state of affair, there is no harmony even between fathers and sons or between husband and wife, but all these contending difficulties can be mitigated by one process, and that is devotional service to the Lord. The world of hypocrisy can be checked only by counteractions of devotional service of the Lord and nothing else. Maharaj Yudhishthira, having observed the disparities, conjectured the disappearance of the Lord from the earth. Text
Hare
number
Krishna,
5.
Prabhu, may I can continue, Prabhu?
Okay.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Manu Prabhu. Hari Bol.
I'll go with your profile.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Lebang Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Gora Shakti
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna, Devan, Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Gaurav, Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, dear Prabhus, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Ki Jai.
Haribo, Haribo, Gaur
Hare
Shakti
Bol, Anand
Prabhu.
Koti Vaishnav ki jai.
Jai.
Leboham Prabhu. May I see your face, Prabhu? Your face is glowing like anything.
Haribo.
Gaur Shakti Prabhu. Wow. Book distributor. I saw your score last month. It was so nice, inspiring, Prabhu. I'm wishing to do books like how it was when I was in Philippines with you. We were
Oh,
doing contests
yes.
like that.
We will, Prabhu, we will. For now, we are busy with other things, but we will definitely. The transcendental competition will definitely take place
Yeah,
soon.
Prabhu, that was amazing. That was my life and soul when we were competing with each other. That was amazing. That was very amazing.
Yes, I was loving it also, you know. So, the preaching must go on in every field. Huh? So now we are busy with other things, but surely the show must go on.
Yes, I feel you. Same here. I'm very busy too. I'm hoping to see you again, Prabhu.
Yes, yes, we will. This is the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. So definitely he will engage us in this field because we were already doing it. So it's okay. We just need to stick to the preaching now. Huh? It's
Yes.
still preaching. It's still distributing the mercy, but in different form.
Mhm. Yes, that's a fact, Prabhu.
Yeah. So it's okay, and actually I have so much thing to do here. So yeah, I'm busy all day, all day, all night, every time.
Yes,
So it's
Prabhu.
very nice actually.
Yes, Prabhu. I wish you all the best for the preaching efforts in ISCAM reunion, Prabhu. I know you're working hard and to keep everything together over there, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you, and you too. I wish you all the best, Prabhu. Thank you very much for your blessing. Hare
Yeah,
Krishna,
thank you.
Jai Shri Prabhupada, Vanchakalpatarubhyacha,
Thank
Kipasindubhyo,
you.
Bhajanam Bhavanibhyo, Vaishnavibhyo, Namo Namaha. Haribol.
Haribo.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, I also want to share something. Actually, what do I do nowadays? If I go, am I audible?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Actually,
Yes.
what happens, my schedule is labs, then again labs for this project. So I just take my book of Science of Self-Realization everywhere and I start reading. And some Matajis and Prabhus are like, oh, give me this book, give me so nice book. This is nice. Okay, that's not just nice name. You just try to read one page. Like this, in past 1 week, I connected to 4 or 5 people and they read and some were more interested, some were less interested. And yesterday only one Mataji, her Mataji is connected to ISKCON and she is from Bangladesh, studying in NIT Rourkela, India. So she is a humble person. So I told her, if you like this, I will share this book after I finish it. Okay, and then you read this. If you will be like realizing everything, the science of our beautiful Sanatana Dharma, and how the modern science is just like a frog in the well. We all are just frog in the well, and Sanatana Dharma is the real world. And this modern science is like just making illusion, keeping all of us in illusion. Like this, I share to her because we are studying engineering. So like this, I feel nice, but I don't have any extra books to distribute. So I just give the books, you just read out. If one Mataji read chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra, that chapter. Like this, I share. Maybe one day I may get some money and I'll buy some books and distribute also to such humble persons through the mercy of you all devotees and Prabhupada. How was it, Prabhu?
Prabhu, thank you. I very much appreciate it.
Like after my classes is finished, after my lab is finished, like labs go on for 2 hours. I finish it in 1 hour 40 minutes or so. Then I read 20 minutes. Some Prabhu or Mataji like, oh, nice book, give me this. She reads it out, wow, very nice, I'll take this. Okay, after I'll complete this, I'll give to you this one. Because the people of India, they think like Sanatan Dharma and Bhakti, this is sentimental thing. We should do in old age. This is scientific. This is the only way to live life. We are not ways. If you live like that, you're just not doing something which a human being should do. Like this, these things I share to some more humble person, not to each and every person, or else they'll develop hate.
Thank you, Prabhu, for sharing. Yeah, sorry for breaking up the flow for reading. So you can do the next verse, please.
Are you telling me to?
Yes, Prabhu, you volunteered, I believe.
I'll give 10 minutes actually, 10 or 15 minutes max, then I'll go for dinner. 3-4 shlokas I can read. 15 minutes. Okay, so let me start. Nimittani, 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 अत्यारिष्टानि काले त्व अनुगते नृणां लोभद्य अधर्म प्रकृतिं दृष्ट्वोवाचानुजं नृपा Nimittani causes very serious. Arishtani bad omens. Kale in course of time too, but Anugate passing away. Nrinam of humanity at large. Labhadi agreed, etc. Adharma irreligious. Prakritim habits. Drishtva having observed. Uvach said. Anuj younger brother. Nripa king. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. In course of time, it came to pass that people in general become accustomed to greed, anger, pride, etc. Maharaj Yudhishthir, observing all these omens, spoke to his younger brother. A pious king like Maharaj Yudhishthir at once becomes perturbed when there were such inhuman symptoms of greed, anger, irreligiosity, and hypocrisy rampant in society. And it appears that the statement that all these symptoms degraded society were unknown to the people of the time, and it was astonishing for them to have experienced them with the advent of the Kali or the age of quarrel. Please scroll from Yudhishthira Uvacha Sampreshito Dwarakaya Jishnurbandhuditrikshaya Yaturcha Punyashlokasya Krishnasya Cha Vichestita. Yudhishthira Uvacha, Maharaj Yudhishthira said, Sampreshita has gone to Dwarakaya, Dwaraka, Jishnu, Arjuna, Bandhu, friends, Didrikshaya, for the sake of meeting, Yatum, to know, Cha also, Punya Shlokasya, of the personality of God, Krishnasya, of Lord Shri Krishna, Cha, and Chestitam, program of work. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Maharaj Yudhishthir said to his younger brother Bhimsen, I sent Arjuna to Dwaraka to meet his friends and to learn from the personality of God Krishna of a program of work. Gatah sadhunamacha Bhimsena tavanujah Nayati kasya vahetu Naham vededam anjasa. Gatah has gone, Sapta 7, Adhuna to date, Masa months, Bhimsena, O Bhimsena, Tava, your Anuja, younger brother, no, does not, Ayati, Ayat, come back, Kasya, for what, Va, Va, or, Hetu, reason, Na, not, Aham, I, Veda, no, Idam, this, Anjasa, what is Anjasha? Father, Oh, factually. Translation in purport by His Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Since he departed, 7 months have passed, yet he has not returned. I do not know factually how things are going there. Okay, is this the phase where Arjuna has gone to Dwarka after hearing the news that Krishna departed, and or is it something different?
No, this is pretty much it. What you're saying is correct. Archana is in Dwarka right now.
So you're not clear. Can't hear properly.
I was saying you were correct. Archana is in Dwarka, Prabhu.
Api devarshina dishta sakaloyam upastitah yada yadatmanongam akridam Bhagavan uchishrika uchishrishati. Api whether Devarshina by the demigod Saint Narada, Devarshina, Adishtha instructed Sah that Kala, eternal time, Ayam, this, Upastitah arrived Yada when Atmanah of his own self, Angam, plenary portion, Kridam, manifestation, Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead, Utsishrishati is going to translation in proper by Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Is he going to quit his earthly pastimes as Devarshi Narada indicated? Has that time already arrived? As we have discussed many times, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna, has many plenary expansions, and each and every one of them, although equally powerful, executes different functions. Prabhu, one thing I want to ask, do I read sometimes little faster?
No, Prabhu, it's okay.
So if I do anything, Prabhu, please note the time if I'm not reading on.
Yes, Prabhu.
In the Bhagavad Gita, there are different statements by the Lord, and each of the statements is meant to plenary all portions of the plenary portions. For example, Shri Krishna, the Lord says in the Bhagavad Gita, whenever and wherever there is a decline in the religious practice, O descendant of Bharata, and the predominant rise of irreligion, at that time I descend myself. Bhagavad Gita 4.7. O son of Kunti Arjuna, I am the taste of water, the light of the sun, and the moon, and the syllable Om. In the Vedic mantras, I am sound in ether and ability. Bhagavad Gita 7.8. If I should cease to work, then all these worlds would be put to ruination. I would also be the cause of creating unwanted population, and I would thereby destroy the peace of all sentient beings. PG 3.24. Whatever action is performed by great man, common men will follow in his footsteps, and whatever standards he sets by exemplary acts, all please prove, all the world pursues. Bhagavad Gita 3.21. All the above statements of the Lord apply to different plenary portions of the Lord, namely his expansions as Shankarshan, Vasudeva, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, Narayan, etc. All these expansions are he himself by different transcendental expansions, and still the Lord as Sri Krishna functions in a different sphere of transcendental exchange with different grades of devotees. And yet Lord Krishna, as he is appears once in a day of Brahma, or after a lapse of 864 trillion solar years. In each and every universe, and all his transcendental pastimes are displayed in each and every universe in a routine spool. But in that routine spool, the functions of Lord Krishna, Lord Vasudeva, etc. are complex problems for the layman. There is no difference between the Lord's self and the Lord's transcendental body. The expansions execute differential activities when the Lord, however, appears in his person as Lord Shri Krishna. His other plenary portions also join in him by his inconceivable potency called Yogamaya. And thus, the Lord Krishna of Vrindavan is different from Lord Krishna of Mathura or Lord Krishna of Dwarka. The Virata Rupa of Lord Krishna is also different from him by his inconceivable potency. The Virat Rupa exhibited on the battlefield of Kurukshetra is a material conception of his form. Therefore, when Lord Krishna was apparently killed by the bow and arrow of the hunter, it should be understood that the Lord left by his so-called material body, Lord left his so-called material body in the material world. The Lord is Kaivalya, and for him there is no difference between matter and spirit because everything is created from him. Therefore, his quitting one sort of body or accepting another sort does not mean that he is like the ordinary living being. All such activities are simultaneously one and different by his inconceivable potency. When Maharaj Yudhishthira was lamenting the possibility of his disappearance, it was just in the pursuance of a custom of lamenting the disappearance of a great friend. Actually, the Lord never quits his transcendental body. As is misconceived by less intelligent persons, such less intelligent persons have been condemned by the Lord himself in the Bhagavad Gita, and they are known as mudhas. That the Lord left his body means that he left again plenary portions in the respective dhams, transcendental abodes, and as he left his Virat Roop in the material world. Yashmanya Sampado
Hare Krishna
Rajam.
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, please accept my
Could you
obeisances.
please go some slow, please, some.
So I also want to ask one thing: that Lord Krishna of Vrindavan, how it is different from Lord Krishna Dwaraka and other places. Previously, we have studied that all places the Lord is the same. So how he may be different? I heard many a time that Lord Krishna is same either in Dwarka or Vrindavan or wherever. Here it is something different. I'm confused.
Yes, Prabhu.
Can you explain?
I don't understand it, Prabhu.
Then we should ask,
Well,
I think, Karthik
well,
Prabhu or
isn't it said in the Nectar of Devotion that, and I believe also in the Bhagavad Gita and the purport that Krishna appears differently in different forms for his devotees.
Yes, Prabhu.
actually
Yes,
So
Prabhu, in
it's not
in Mahabharata,
that
you
Krishna
go ahead.
hold on. It's not that Krishna is different. It is the perceiver of Krishna. So therefore, he's interacting with that devotee in that way. It's not that even when the gopis were seeing Krishna in in Kurukshetra, they saw him in the Jagannath form. But originally, he was right next to him. He was seeing Krishna in the two-handed form.
Yes, Prabhu.
So how to understand is the perception.
Prabhu, I have also heard that Krishna in Vrindavan is in Madhurya Ras, and when he goes out, he shows his Aishwarya, I mean, Leelas and form that he is the great and everything. And but in Vrindavan, he just behaves like just a family guy, hides his all opulences and all things which describe him as Bhagavan.
Yes, Prabhu.
Is it?
Yeah, that's also how he's different.
And yes, Prabhu, in a lecture, Prabhupada said that Krishna never lived in Vrindavan.
Yes,
Yes,
he actually never. He just sends, I think, his Aishwarya form outside, and he remains there always. Even now, he is.
In Dwarka and Mathura, Vasudev form is active.
Okay.
Hmm. Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, thank you so much, Prabhu. Is this one? यश्मान्नः सम्पदो राज्यं दारः प्राणः कुलं प्रज आसन् सपत्ना विजयो योगश्च यतनोतः. Yashma from whom Tah are Sampadah, opulence, Rajyam, kingdom, Tarah, good wife, Prana, existence of life, Kulam, dynasty, Praja, subject, Asan, have become possible, Sapna, competitors, Vijaya, conquering, Loka, future accommodation in higher planets, and by both, Anugraha by the mercy. Translation and perfect by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. From him only all our kingly opulence, our good lives, progeny, our control over our subjects, victory over our enemies, and future accommodations in higher planets have become possible. All this is due to his causeless mercy upon us. Material prosperity consists of a good wife, good home, sufficient land, good children, aristocratic family relations, victory over competitors, and pious for attainment of accommodations in the higher celestial planets for better facilities of material amenities. These facilities are earned not only by one's hard manual labor or by unfair means, but by the mercy of the Supreme Lord. Prosperity earned by one's personal endeavor also depends on the mercy of the Lord. Personal labor must be there in addition to the Lord's benediction, but without the Lord's benediction, no one is. Prabhu, please scroll whole paragraph. I did not like. Lord's benediction, no one is successful simply by personal labor. The modernized man of Kali Yuga believes in personal endeavor and denies the benediction of the Supreme Lord. Even a great sannyasi of India delivered speeches in Chicago protesting the benedictions of the Supreme. Okay, I know who is pointing out. But as far as Vedic Shastras are concerned, as we find in the pages of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, the ultimate sanction for all success rests in the hands of the Supreme Lord. Okay. Maharaj Yudhishthira admits this truth in his personal success, and it behooves one to follow in the footsteps of a great king and devotee of the Lord to make life full success. If one could achieve success without the sanction of the Lord, then no medical practitioner would fail to cure a patient. Despite the most advanced treatment of a suffering patient by the most up-to-date medical practitioner, there is death. And even in the most hopeless case, without medical treatment, a patient is cured astonishingly. Therefore, the conclusion is that God's sanction is the immediate cause for all happenings, good or bad. Any successful man should be grateful to the Lord for all he has achieved. And this gratefulness is lacking today. I was also like Pashyotpatam naravyāgraha divyan bhauman sadaihikan karunan samshato dura bhayam no buddhi mohana. Pashya, just see. Utpatam, disturbances. Naravyagraha, O man of tiger-like strength. Divyan, happenings in the sky or by planetary influence. Bhauman, happenings on the earth. Sadaihikan, happenings of the body and the mind. Karunam, awfully dangerous. Samshata, indicating adurat, in the near future. Bhayam, danger. Naha, our buddhi, intelligence. Mohana, deluding. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Just see, O man, with the tiger's strength, how many miseries due to celestial influences, earthly reactions, and bodily pains, all very dangerous in themselves, are forbidding danger in the near future by deluding our intelligence. What does this mean? Bro, may I continue one more verse after this? Material
Yes.
advancement, civilization means advancement of the reactions of the threefold miseries due to celestial influence, earthly reactions, and bodily or mental pains. By the celestial influence of the stars, there are many calamities like excessive heat, cold, rains or no rains, and their after effects are famine, disease, and epidemic. And the aggregate result is agony of the body and the mind. Man-made material science cannot do anything to counteract all these threefold miseries. There are punishments from the supreme energy of Maya under the direction of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, our constant touch with the Lord by devotional service of the can give us relief without being disturbed in the discharge of our human duties. The Asuras, however, do not believe in the existence of God, and they make their own plans to counteract all these threefold miseries, and so they meet with failures every time. The Bhagavad Gita clearly states that the reaction of material energy is never to be controlled because of the binding effects of the three modes. They can simply be overcome by one who surrendered fully in devotion under the lotus feet of the Lord. Bhagavad Gita 17:40. उर्व अक्षी बहावो मह्यम स्फुरन्त्य अंग पुनः पुनः वेपथुश्चापि हृदये आराधश्यन्ति विप्रिया. Uru thighs, Akshi eyes, Bahavas the arms, Mahyam in mind, Puranti quivering, Anga left side of the body, Puna Puna again and again, Vepathu palpitations, Cha also Api certainly, Hridaya in the heart, Ara due to fearfulness, Dashyanti indicating Priyam undesirables. Translation and purpose by His Divine Grace, Bhaktivedanta Swami, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The left side of the body, my thighs, arms, and eyes are all quivering again and again. I am having heart palpitations due to fear. All this indicates undesirable happiness. Purport: material existence is full of undesirables. Things we do not want are forced upon us by some superior energy, and we do not see that these undesirables are under the grip of the three modes of material nature. When a man's eyes, arms, and thighs all quiver constantly, one must know that something is going to happen which is undesirable. These undesirables are compared with fire in a forest. No one goes in the forest to set fire, but fire automatically takes place in the forest, creating inconceivable calamities for the living beings of the forest. Such fire cannot be extinguished by any human efforts. Fire can only be extinguished by the mercy of the Lord, who sends clouds to pour water on the forest. Similarly, undesirable happenings in life cannot be checked by any number of plans. Such miseries can be removed only by the mercy of the Lord, who sends His bona fide representative to enlighten human beings and thus save from all calamities. Save them from all calamities. Can I read one more? When
Yes,
I read, I just kind of get addicted. I have to go to eat, but no, I wanna read. Okay. Shivayashodhayantam Adityam Abhiravya. What it's coming in between? So can you remove that? Shivayashodhayantam Adityam Abhiravya Analanana Mamanga Sarameyoyam Abhiretya Abhiruva. Shiva, jackal, Esha, this, Udyantam, rising, Adyam, unto the sun, Abhi, towards, Rauti, crying, Anala, fire, Anana, face, Mam, unto me, Anga, O Bhima, Saurameya, dog, I am this, Abhirebhyati, parking, Abhiruvat, without fear. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, S.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Jai.
Just see, O Bhima, how the she-jackal cries at the rising sun and vomits fire, and how the dog barks at me fearless. These are some bad omens indicating something undesirable in the near future. Shashtah kurvanti mam savyam दक्षिणं पाशवो परे वाहंश्च पुरुषा व्याघ्रः लक्ष्ये रुदतो मम Shastah, useful animals like the cow. Kurvanti are keeping mam, me, savyam on the left, dakshinam circumambulating, pashavah apare. Other lower animals like asses, vahan, the horses, carriers, cha also, purushah, vyagrah, O tiger among men, lakshyasya are seen. Rudatah weeping mama of mine translation and purport by Divine Grace Institute Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. O Bhishma Deva, tiger amongst men. Now useful animals like cows are passing me on my left side, and low animals like the asses are circumambulating me. My horses appear to weep upon seeing me. Okay, that Ashoka is being just expressed in the last three shlokas. Okay. मृत्युदूतः कपोतोऽयम् उलूकः कम्पयन्मनः प्रत्युलुकश्च कुह्वाणैर्विश्वं वै शून्यं क्षता मृत्युः death दूतः messenger of kapotah pigeon I am death ulukah owl kampayan trembling manah mind pratyulukah the rivals owls cha and kuhvanai shrieking scream Vishwam, the cosmos, why either Shunyam, void, Ichatah, vision. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace is Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Jai.
Just this pigeon is like a messenger of the shrieks of the owls and the rival crows make my heart tremble. It appears that they want to make a void of the whole universe. So, is like Arjuna is not returning. Is it like he has gone after Krishna has departed to see, or and there are no purports also?
Yes, Prabhu, you are right. Arjuna was in Dwarka.
Prabhu, I want to read one translation with purport. Okay, let me continue. धूम्रादिश परिधयः कम्पते सहाद्रिभिः निर्घातश्च महांश्च तथा शाकं च स्तनयेनुभिः धूम्रः smoky, dishah all directions, paridhaya encirclement, kampate throbbing, who the earth, saha adribhi along with the hills and mountains, nirghatah bolt from the blue, cha also mahan very great, tata that shakam lightning, cha also stanayatnubhi thundering sound without any cloud. Translation by His Divine Grace is Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Just see how the smoke encircles the sky. It appears that the earth and mountains are throbbing. Just hear the cloudless thunder and see the bolts from the blue. Text 16. वायुर्वाति खर स्पर्शो रजसा विसृजं तमः रजसा विसृजं तमः अश्रद वर्षन्ति जलदा बिभत्सम् इव सर्वतः वायु wind vati blowing khara sparshah sharply rajasa by the dust visrajan creating tamaha darkness ashrik blood varshanti is raining jaladaha the cloud vibhatsam disastrous evil like sarvatah everywhere. Translation by His Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Jai.
The wind blows violently, blasting dust everywhere and creating darkness. Clouds are raining everywhere, bloody disasters. Text 17. सूर्यं महत प्रभं पश्य ग्रहमर्दं मिथो दिवि सशंकुलैर्भूतगुणैः ज्वलिते इव रोदसी. Suryam, the sun, hata prabham, its rays declining. Pashya, just see, grahamardam, clashes of the stars, mithaha, among one another, divi, in the sky, sasham kulai, being mixed with bhuta ganai, by the living entities, jwalite, being ignited, eva, as rodashi, crying. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, S. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Just translate. The rays of the sun are declining, and the stars appear to be fighting amongst themselves. Confused living entities appear to be ablaze and Prabhu, yeah, you can even continue, please. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you so much for reading, Prabhu. Okay, we can read one more verse, then we can one or two verses, then we go to six Astaka prayers. So who wants to read? Hare Krishna, Praveen, Prabhu, Danda, Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Is there anyone who is going to continue?
We have
this
two verses,
reading?
but they're really short.
That's what. Does anyone want to read, or shall I?
Yeah, Punjab
Yes,
is
sir.
supposed to.
Pranjal Prabhu
yeah, I can
commented that you want to read.
Oh, really? Yes,
Okay, am I
Prabhu.
audible?
Yes, Prabhu.
Nadyo nadasya yuvita saram sicha manam sicha nadyale vedmeri avneya kalo yamtim vidasyati nadya rivers nadacha and the tributaries Shubhita, all perturbed, Saram sea, reservoirs of water, Cha and Manam sea, the mind, Cha also, Na does not, Jolati, ignite, Adi, Agneya with the help of water, Kala, the time, I am extraordinary, it is him what with curiosity going to happen. Translation by His Divine Grace. Rivers, tributaries, ponds, reservoirs, and mines are all perturbed. Butter no longer ignites fire. What is this extraordinary time? What is going to happen? It's not me. Napiganti stanam vatasa nadoyanti cha matara Radianti Ashramukam Bhavo Mahishanti Rishabha Rashi. Now is not Evanti Sa Tanam rest Vasata Ka Na is not Doyanti allowing minting Cha also Matara the cow Ruanti crying Asumaka with a full fearful face Gavaha the cow Na does not Rishanti take pleasure Rishabha the bull, Vijay on the pasturing ground. Translation by Divine Grace. The calves do not suck the teats of the cows, nor do the cows give the milk. They are standing, crying, tears in their eyes. The bulls take no pleasure in pasturing the ground.
Text 20. Devanti Vedantiva Vedanti Uchalanti Cha Jana Pada Brahma Urudhyana Para Shoma Rudasya Striyo Niradan Nirananda Nirananda Kim Agan Yashantina Devanti, the deities in the temple, Vedanti seems to be crying. Eva like that, Siddhyanti lamenting, he certainly. Uchalanti as if going out. Cha also, this, Janapada, the city, Grama, villages, Pura, towns, Utyama, gardens, Pakra, mines, Ashrama, hermitages, etc. Brashta, devoid of Sriya beauty, Nirananda, bereft of all happiness, in what sort of calamities Drashyanti shall manifest not to us. Translation Mars Royal Grey. The deities seem to be crying in the temple, lamenting and perspiring. They seem about to leave. All cities, villages, towns, gardens, mines, and hermitages are now devoid of beauty and bereft of all happiness. I do not know what sort of calamities are now waiting for us. Text 21. Manya iter maho pater nundam avata edaha anya purusha srigar vinamur tatasavava. Manu, you may take it for granted. Ite, by all these, Mahat, great, Putpa, Putpate, upsurges, Nunam, for want of of the personality of body, Veda, Pade, the marks on the sole of the foot, Ananya, extraordinary, Ursa, of the Supreme Personality, Siddhi, by the spacious sign Hina, being possessed, both the earth, Atha, Saubhaga, without a fortune. Translation by Divine Grace. I think all of these earthly disturbances preclude some greater loss to the good fortune of the world. The world was fortunate to have been marked with the footprints of the lotus feet of the Lord. These signs indicate that this will no longer be. Somebody else want to read?
Thank you so much. Okay, now we go to 6 Astakam prayers.
Okay, go.
History is made, Prabhu. History is made. My life is complete.
I'm on as a meaning. History is made. That's all I know. Abel.
What is the history made, Prabhu? I am unable to understand it.
Now I was saying history is made, Peru. Now it's in the records. It's in the internet forever.
Mm-hmm.
I think only me and Punjab will know. And Sammy Peru, he'll know.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, here it is. We found it. 6 Astakam. Who will begin?
Okay. Ceto Davanamachanam Bhavamaha Davagni Nirvarpanam Shreya Kaiva Vachanjikaritarnam Vidyavatu Jivanam Anandam Putivardhanam Putipudam Purnamita Sadhanam Sarvatmatma Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. I think Gaur Shakti knows too. Gaur Shakti Prabhu knows.
नाम्नामकारि बहुधा निज सर्वशक्तिस्तत्रार्पितानि अमिता स्मरणेन काल एतादृशी तव कृपा भगवन् ममापि दुर्दैवमिदृशमिह जानिनानुरागः
Linadapi sunichenam talorapi saishnunam manina manadinam kirtaniya sadaharim.
Evil.
न धनं न जनं न सुन्दरीं कवितां वा जगदीश कामये मम जन्मनि जन्मनीश्वरे भवताद्भक्तिरहैतुकी त्वयि
Ainanatanuja kinkaram patitam mam vishameva muda Kripiya tava pada pankaja tataduli sadhusam vichintaya.
Nayanam Gat Galat Ashudarya Patanam Gat Galarudagriya. Pulakin Nichitam Vabhukata Tavanamagrehe Pavishyati.
युगायितं निमेषेण चक्षुषा प्रावृषे इतं शून्यायितं जगत्सर्वं गोविन्दविरहेण मे
Ashlisyavam padalatam pinastumam Haldashanam almahatam kalutuvam Yata tatava vidadatu nampatu matplananatastu saivana paraham.
Haribo. Okay, translation. Glory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life of repeated birth and death. The Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious.
O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benedictions to living beings. And thus you have hundreds of millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names you have invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of your kindness, you enable us to easily approach you by your own names. But I'm so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them.
One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly.
O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service birth after birth.
O son of
O
Maharaj
son
Nanda
of
Krishna,
Maharaj
I
Nanda,
am... Sure, continue. Please continue.
I am your eternal servitor, yet somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of birth and death and place me as one of the atoms of your lotus feet.
O my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with the tears of love flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up And when will the hairs of my body stand on end at the recitation of your name? Oh, Govinda, feeling your separation, I am considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I am feeling all vacant in the world in your absence.
I know no one but Krishna as my Lord, and he shall remain. So even if he handles me roughly in his embrace or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me, he is completely free to do anything and everything, for he is always my worshipful Lord, unconditionally. Shri Siksastakam ki jai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai.
Jai.
Bhaujana
Jai
Priyate
Jai.
Shavana Kirtan Tabutana Paya Krishna Pade Premadan. If one is infested with the 10 offenses in the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, despite his endeavor to chant the holy name for many birds, he will not get the love of God. That is the ultimate goal of this chanting. The 10 offenses against the holy name are as follows. First offense is to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord.
Second offense, to consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of Lord Vishnu.
Third offense, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master and to consider him as an ordinary person.
Fourth offense, to blaspheme the Vedic literature or literature in pursuance of the Vedic version.
Fifth offense, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be imagination.
Sixth offense, to give some interpretation on the holy name of the Lord.
Seven, to commit sinful activities on the strength of chanting of the holy name of the Lord.
Eighth offense, to consider the chanting of Hare Krishna one of the auspicious ritualistic activities offered in the Vedas as spiritual activities Karma Kanda.
Ninth offense, to instruct the faithless person about the glories of the holy name.
Do not have complete faith in the chanting of holy name, and to maintain material attachments, even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive by chanting.
Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success Krishna Prema.
Let us offer humble obeisances, respectful obeisances unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord. They can fulfill the desires of everyone just like these are trees, and they are full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha
Pancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya Stanam bhavanibhyo Vaishnavibhyo
Namo
Namo
Namaha.
Ananta Kuchi Vaishnava Vrinde ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gora Premanandi. Hari Hari Bol.
Thank you so much for your kind association, Prabhu. It was a really nice reading session again. Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hari Bol.
Very nice
Jai
reading
Srila
session,
Prabhupada.
Prabhu.
Haribol.
Haribol, Prabhu. Haribol, Haribol.
Oh my
Haribol.
God.
Very good, very good.